Sarah Elizabeth LaHood here, and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're talking about how to make a graphic like this using the online software Canva. Now this is an incredibly simple process, and I'm going to use simple free tools. So I'm going to be using Canva, which is an online free resource for photo creation. We're going to use Pages, which is an Apple product, but you can easily do it in another product. And we're going to use Preview, again, a free Apple product. It's already installed on your Mac if you have a Mac, and there is a comparative program in Windows as well. And basically why we create these graphics, okay, you've probably seen them all over the web. Bloggers use them all the time. I use them, maybe you've seen them on my website. And the reason you might do it is probably for something like an opt-in opportunity. So on my website, this particular image is in the sidebar of my blog, and you can click this image. As you can see, it says grab the checklist. When you click it, a pop-up pops up. That was redundant. A pop-up pops up and allows you to enter information so that I can send you this checklist should you want it. So usually you're going to have this sort of image if you want to have an opt-in opportunity. You might have it if you want to just like get fun and funky. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get these little things there and create buttons and all that great stuff should you wish it. Okay, so the first thing you need is this checklist. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually an image of my checklist. I very surreptitiously put the second page behind it so you can't see it. But it is an actual image of my checklist, which I've already created in my computer, which you can see right here. So you see the ultimate checklist to go from feast or famine to consistent income and clients in your creative business. Okay, now this is actually a PDF. If I scroll, you can see it's got the couple of pages in it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create an image of this PDF, because a PDF file, a portable document file, is actually not inherently an image. So I cannot take a PDF file and stick it in this image while I edit it. I actually need a JPEG or a PNG file. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your PDF wherever you've created it. Again, what I like to do is I use Apple Pages and I create my document. It's kind of like a Word document, and then I export it as a PDF so that I've got this portable document so that when I send it to you and you click a page, oh, you guys are getting to see the checklist because it's not scrolling. I can make this a hyperlink, so if you click this, it'll pop up, as you can see, to services page. Okay, so I like to use portable document files because they're just really easy that way. You can make it straight into a JPEG, okay, but assuming you're not doing that, okay, we want to make this a JPEG. First thing you're going to do is you're going to open the file, open the PDF. In Apple, it will automatically open as a preview. So as you can see, I am in preview here, the program preview, okay? And you're gonna go to the page that you want an image of, and you're simply gonna export that page. Now here's what happens. When you export the page that you're actually sitting on to a JPEG, it will only make that particular image into a JPEG, okay? So let's go here, we're gonna make it into a JPEG, and we're gonna say Lead Mag page 1, okay? And save. Now it's only exported that page. Now if I want the second page to also be a JPEG, I'm going to have to go here and do the same thing. So for every page that you want an image of for your graphic, like I have it here, you're going to need a separate image. Again, whatever page you're on, when you click export in preview or whatever program you're using, it will only make a JPEG of that image, simply because a JPEG is an image file versus a PDF, which is a multimedia file. So JPEG doesn't actually allow for multiple pages compatibility. So you really need to make it for every single page. So again, if I wanted to make the second page a JPEG, I would just export that again. Okay? And the other way you could do this is if you're using a program like, what's it called, the Keynote, the presentation software in Apple, or if you're using Apple Presenter or Presentation or whatever it's called, Microsoft Presentation, you can actually make separate slides into individual JPEGs as well. Again, you just want images of each single page. Okay, so you've got those images. Now we're going to go over to Canva and we're going to create that graphic. So if you go to Canva and you open an account, you have all these custom dimensions already made. This is so awesome because you don't have to spend time trying to figure out what the dimensions are for, say, something like a Twitter post or a presentation slide or a Facebook post. You can see here when I hover over it, Canva's already told me what the pixel dimensions are for each graphic. So you can literally just click one and be done. So let's say you want the the graphic that's going to go on the right-hand sidebar of your blog the same way I did it. Now you could choose either a blog graphic, so you can see that's 800 by 1200, or you could do something like an A4, you could do a Pinterest graphic. They're all pretty similar, and it might change, what you choose to use might change depending on the width of your sidebar. Okay, but let's just go with blog graphic. It's nice and simple. It's going to create a new page for us. How amazing is that? You've got your templates here, but I'm just going to go real simple here. I'm going to upload my background. As you can see, I've already got it there. Upload it nice and big, okay? And then we're just going to insert some text. Again, you can make your text look whatever you want it to look like. I can make it hot pink if I wanted to, okay? You've got all your text. You probably want a button, which we'll get to in a second, that says click here, making really obvious that this is a click here situation. But of course, we want those pages that we put up there. Okay, so we're going to go to uploads and we're going to literally drag and drop the images that we have there. So I'll just click upload my own images and click my lead magnet page. And it's going to spend some time uploading it. You can see it matches exactly the one I did a couple weeks ago. All right, and when it's done, this little blue thing's going to stop, and I'm going to click this. Now, of course, that's way too big, so we're going to make it a little smaller, move it wherever we want, and you can rotate it so that it's very obvious. It's actually not the checklist quite yet, but something coming, okay? And if you click arrange, you can make stuff go backwards and forwards to make them layer each other. Again, you can do whatever you want with this. You can insert arrows if you want. You can go to elements and have big arrows that point at all this kind of stuff. However you want to dream it up. The last part of it, of course, is that button, okay? So we're going to create a button by simply inserting a rectangle and some text on top of it. Okay, so here's my rectangle, and I'm going to put it right about there. I'm not going to change the color because I don't really care what color it is, and I'm going to put my text on top of it. There we go. You can see it can line all up, and I can say, click this button, please. Let's not be rude. Okay, and there we go. All right, now, if you want it to look a little bit more like a button, sometimes buttons have a bit of shadow, sometimes buttons have gradients and stuff like that. If you actually search in this Canva search tool for something like gradient, you actually can find it. You can see they have gradients here that make it very easy for you to do stuff like that, okay? So if you do want it to look a little bit more like a button, you absolutely can do that, and it's very, very simple to do, okay? Now you've got this all sorted. You're simply going to download it in whatever file type you like. PNG is recommended, as you see, but you can also do a JPEG, or there it goes, a PDF. Again, I wouldn't necessarily recommend PDF. It's a much more versatile document, but you don't really need it when you're creating this opt-in opportunity. Okay, so you're going to download it as a PNG or a JPEG. You're going to insert it into your Leadbox or whatever opt-in tool you're using, and off you will go. So I hope this tutorial was super, super helpful. I would love to see what you guys do with it. Go ahead and tag me in the comments below with any questions, or if you want to share your amazing opt-in that you created using this formula, I would love to see it. And of course, if you have any questions or if you want more work, tutorials, fun stuff, or funny faces from me, you know where to find me at www.sarahelizabethlahood.com. I'll see you guys all very soon.